Good morning, good evening, night. EagleMMA Family. These are my UFC Macau, Figgy versus Young, Eagre picks. Alright, so if you guys don't know, UFC Macau, Davison Figueiredo versus Piotr Yan is this Saturday, November 23rd. So I'm going to run through the whole card. Also, there has been a massive fight announcement, which I will also go through at the end of my predictions. Very big fight. Very big for the middleweight division specifically. I also have a topology. Make sure you follow my topology. I show the top 5 winners of my topology every single week on my Eagre news. Make sure you follow it. But let's get right into the picks. Right, starting off with my boy, Nicholas Mota. Shout out all my Mota boaters versus Mahashete Hayiseyer. I got Mota by second round KO. I'm a hardcore Mota boater. There's really nothing else to say about this. Mahashete's a bum. I'm on my Mota boating hype train. But let's get into the next part of the card. Listen, we're gonna be Johnny on the spot with these fucking prelims because it's all like road to UFC fucking, kind of contender series bombs, let's be honest, right? Long Zhao versus Kwang Lee, I have Lee by decision. Really can't tell you much about that one. Loner Kavanaugh versus Jose Ochoa, I have Kavanaugh by decision. Jose Ochoa's record pre-UFC is really, really bad. He's very inactive. Not a lot to say about that. But next up, Nyamdragal Tumanjambrelli. Yo, my goat. My goat. Nyamdragal Tumanjambrel. Right, whatever the fuck his fake name is, right, versus Carlos Hernandez. I have Tumanjambrelli for my first round KO. I think Carlos Hernandez is a glass chin bum. Listen, Carlos Hernandez has the greatest and best stoppage of all time against Denis Bondar. Those who know, fantastic stoppage. But he's a glass chin bum. He got flatlined by fucking Tatsuro Taira and just lost a dominant decision to Rei Saruya. So I have Nyamdragal Tumanjambrelli, whatever the fuck his name is, my first round KO. Right, women's fight, Zhao Confang versus Ming Shi. They're both beautiful women. Probably be great mothers. Hey, listen, Chinese fire mamas are on a different level. I have, Zhao Confang by decision. Easy. Next up, though, Kiro Sahota versus Dong Hoon Choi. I have Choi by first round KO. Kiro Sahota is British. Yucky. You're gonna get knocked out by the Asian pride, Dong Hyung Choi. Next up on the card, Su Young Yu versus Balgin Genesuli. Like, what the am I supposed to, care about am I supposed to be, watching tape on fucking, Balgin Genesuli? Am I supposed to be caring about this fight at all? I have Su Young Yu by decision. That's, it. And Ozzy Diaz versus Ming Yang Zhang. I'm on my Ming Yang Zhang hype train. I'm a Ming Yang Zhang head. Massive. I'm Ming Yang Zhang's biggest fan. That's provable. I have Zhang by second round KO. I think his KO over Brenson Heberio was fantastic. It might even be a contender for KO of the year. Glory to China. China number 1. I love my Chongqing infrastructure. My Chongqing vertical infrastructure is so beautiful. But now we actually get to some real fights, right? Some real substance fights that I can actually predict. Volkan Oezdemir versus Carlos Ulberg. This is actually a good matchup for Ulberg. Listen, I'm Carlos Ulberg's biggest hater. I think he's so overrated. I think he's so fucking... He's not going to be champ. He's not even a top 5 fucking contender. And he actually does have a really good chance over Volkan Oezdemir. But it shows, can Ulberg really get past these actual seasoned vets, right? We saw with Volkan Oezdemir, he flatlined Johnny Walker in the first round. So Oezdemir still has it, right? And I think he's going to get a decision over Ulberg. I think he's going to lose the first round, probably get knocked down pretty badly, but just grit out a gritty vet performance. We saw in Carlos Ulberg's fight, I think it was his fight before his Alonzo Menefield fight against some random Asian guy, whatever the fuck his name is, Dawoon Jung. In his fight with Dawoon Jung, yeah, he got the submission at 4 minutes and 50 seconds of the third round. But if you watch the entirety of that third round, Dawoon Jung was, landing his jab, really good, really consistently against Carlos Ulberg. Dawoon Jung was winning the third round before he got submitted, obviously. I'm not going to pretend he didn't just get submitted by Carlos Ulberg, but he was winning that third round. Carlos Ulberg doesn't have the greatest gas tank of all time. I think someone that can take his shots and, stay in the fire with him just a little bit and play the outside pretty decently, like Volkan Oezdemir. Someone who he has to respect Oezdemir's power as well as his kind of gritty vetness. I know it's so fucking stupid, but I think Volkan can pull off a decision, a pretty close competitive decision. Listen, I think Carlos Ulberg has a very good chance at KOing Oezdemir in the first round, just out cold. But I'm ultimately gonna have to trust Oezdemir. Right, next up, the GOAT. This is the real main event of the fight night. Kong Wang versus Gabriel Fernandez. I got Kong Wang by decision. Easy. Don't even need to explain that one. But next up, the feature fight of the card. A pretty decent feature fight. You know, it's decent. Song Kanon versus Muslim Salikhov. I have Song by decision. I think Muslim Salikhov is really, really old at this point. He did not look good in his last fight against Randy Brown, right? He looked so, or technically he fought Santiago Ponzinibbio, but he looked really slow in his fight with Randy Brown, and he did look slow against Santiago Ponzinibbio. He arguably should have lost the fight. I think I had Ponzi winning that fight by decision. Either way, he shouldn't be going life or death with Santiago Ponzinibbio. And someone who has the power like Song Kanon, and who does have decent cardio. And I know people were saying Song Kanon, oh, Song Kanon has terrible fucking cardio because of, what fucking fight was it? His fight over Ricky Glenn. But, like, Ricky Glenn was literally just eating every single fucking shot Song Kanon threw at him. Like, he literally ate every single fucking shot. Just wouldn't go down. I have Song Kanon by decision. I think Salikhov is not going to be able to trade with Song Kanon because of the power, and I think Song Kanon's going to be smart enough to not be just standing in kicking range, which is the only way Muslim Salikhov is able to get a win off. But we're going to the co-main event, Yan Xiaonan versus Tabitha Ricci. I got my girl Baby Shark by decision. Yan Xiaonan got beat by Carla Esparza. I know that was 2 years ago, but like, come on. I mean, grapplers are Yan Xiaonan's biggest nightmare. Weili Zhang obviously beat Yan Xiaonan with the grappling as well. I have Baby Shark. I think she's good. I think Baby Shark, Tabitha Ricci, my girl, Tabitha Bunda Ricci, is just gonna hold Yan Xiaonan up against the fence for a boring clinch decision for 3 rounds straight, and I'm gonna love I'm gonna be watching every second of Tabitha Ricci clinching Yan Xiaonan up against the fence. I'll be watching. Right, but finally, we go into the main event: Petr Yan versus Deiveson Figueiredo. Fantastic matchmaking. This is actually really good matchmaking. And I think if Figgy beats Yan, he gets the title shot 100%. Figgy's been on a run at bantamweight, dude. Figgy's been doing fucking work at bantamweight. He got an easy decision, dominant decision win over Rob Font. He submitted Cody Garbrandt in the second round. And he just beat Marlon Vera and knocked Marlon Vera down for the first time in his entire UFC career. Like, that's crazy. Sean O'Malley wasn't able to knock down Chito Vera. And Sean O'Malley tuned up, Chito Vera, and he softened him up. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because Figgy has already been known for being one of the fucking hardest punchers pound for pound at flyweight, dude. Look at what Figgy was doing to Joseph Benavidez.
Joe's okay. First thing I thought is like, dude was never gonna win anyway.
Oh my god, like Figgy actually murdered Joseph Benavidez twice in a row. It was so crazy. But I think that win over Marlon Vera was really good for Figgy. And I think that the problem with Petr Yan is like, when he defends his takedowns, it's the same problem that Jose Aldo has. When he defends takedowns, he defends them with 100% of his effort. He will not be trying to like scramble. He will not be trying to like move away from the fence or like, create a reaction or something. All he's doing is defending the takedown 100%. And I think Figueiredo can just hold him up against the fence, right? Work him. Maybe even take him down. I think if he gets on top of Yan, he's got him, right? I think, Figgy has really good submissions. He has really good scrambles, too. Like, Yan will not be able to scramble with Figgy. And I understand this is a very close fight because Figgy is a 125er, technically, even though he was massive for the division. And Figgy's cardio isn't, like, the greatest cardio of all time. He is not, like, the most accurate fighter of all time. So I'm not, like, underrating or counting out Petr Yan. But, I think with the grappling of Figgy, because we are seeing Figgy use his grappling. He's been using his grappling in every single bantamweight fight. Every single bantamweight fight, he's been using his grappling. He submitted Cody Garbrandt. I'm pretty sure that's the first time Cody Garbrandt's been submitted in his entire career. He actually has decent submission defense. But either way, I have Figgy by decision, right? Because Petr Yan does have a very good chin. I don't think he's ever been finished in the UFC. I don't think Yan's ever been finished in the UFC. He's got a really good chin. I mean, technically, technically he got finished by Aljamain Sterling. Technically he got finished by Aljamain Sterling because it was a DQ, but, we're not talking about that. And, the thing with Yan is he's too much of a counter boxer. He's gonna take off the first round. Yan is worse in 5-round fights. I've always heard this, notion that, you give Yan 5 rounds, he gets it done. Yan is 2-4 in 5-round fights. He's 2-4 in 5-round fights. He beat Corey Sandhagen by a competitive decision. And I think the other one was... I don't even remember what the other one was, honestly. The other one was Jose Aldo, right? The other one was Jose Aldo. But, you know, both against Aljamain Sterling, against Sean O'Malley was a 3-round fight, obviously. But Merab Dvalishvili, 5-round fight. I think, you know, Figgy, Petr Yan probably will win the last, you know, 1 or 2 rounds. But Figgy's going to get the first round, like, pretty clearly. And I think he's going to get the second and third. And I think that's going to be it, right? I think he's just going to clinch him, take him down, work him up against the fence, make him too scared. He's gonna grapple when Petr Yan thinks he's gonna strike, and he's gonna strike when Petr Yan thinks he's gonna grapple. But that's my predictions for Yan versus Figueiredo. I also wanted to break down another massive fight that just got announced. If you guys don't know, Shamil Gaziev versus Thomas Peterson. No. I wish people cared that much about Shamil Gaziev fight. You know, Shamil Gaziev is a savage. Dude is a future champ. But on the real, Brendan Allen versus Anthony Hernandez has been announced for February 22nd. I don't know if this is a 5-round fight or a 3-round fight. I think it should be a 5-round main event for a fight night. And I think this is fantastic matchmaking. I think Fluffy destroys Brendan Allen. Like, I think Fluffy is one of Brendan Allen's fucking most nightmare matchups of all time. If Fluffy Hernandez was able to do what he did to someone as dangerous as Misha Pajeda, Brendan Allen literally has nothing for Hernandez. He literally has nothing for fucking Hernandez. Brendan Allen has such shit striking. Andre Muniz was outstriking Brendan Allen, which is, like, so pathetic. And Brendan Allen is not this, like, slick submission artist. He's usually, like, someone that wants to lay on top and, like, work on top of you, like Grant Dawson-esque. He's not, like, a finisher. And I think Fluffy's gonna be able to pace him, out cardio him. And I can see, like, a 4th-round submission or 4th-round TKO for Fluffy. And, you know, but that's just the early breakdown. Obviously, we'll get more in-depth, you know, the closer that fight is. But I also wanted to let people know, because that's a really good fight. Middleweight is fucking really good right now, you know. Obviously, it goes flyweights. Flyweight's number 1. Flyweight's fucking number 1. Bantamweight, but then middleweight's like number 3, and like welterweight's like number 4. Lightweight is so far down. Lightweight is so fucking... It's so cooked. It's not even funny. And guys, if you guys want me to make a video ranking every single division, stumbling over my words, I know it's such an NPC fucking retarded video, but I got some shit cooking if I make that video, right? Because like I said, Flyweight's number 1. Flyweight's the most entertaining division, and I'm not even joking about that. You know, maybe I might make the video this week, next week, who knows? But either way, guys, that's going to be the end of my predictions here. Like, comment, subscribe, join my memberships, $5 a month. Any of you motherfuckers that go, memberships aren't worth it. Your memberships aren't worth it. Yeah, suck. Yeah, I can't say that. Can't say that. Community guidelines. You'll see. You'll see is all I will say. But guys, thank you for watching. Eagle MMA out.
Hey. Young Lean? Are you Young Lean?
What?
Are you Young Lean?
No, I'm Barry Dillon.